Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dragon Den. You know what's funny? Last night I literally dreamt of being trapped and exploring a place like this. It was interesting and a very unique feeling. Oh, that's exactly the reason why I love playing games like this. I've also always really wanted to go urbex exploring. I just never had anyone to do it with, or actually really knew how to kind of get into it. But that's also something I've been always so interested in. Hello, everybody. Hello. So if we remember, let's go ahead and pause the Spotify playlist. So if we remember from yesterday, we were having a issue with pellets. They didn't want to cook properly. And we were leaving them cooking overnight. So that way when I came back, we would be able to test them out again. I double checked, make sure all the settings were correct, to see if they work. However, Clip did some homework for me. I appreciate it. And he has, I assume it's a he. I don't actually know your pronouns. I apologize. I assume he because I am a he, so I use my pronouns in place of when I don't actually know, so don't take any offense to that. But anyway, they did some homework and found out that apparently what actually screwed it up wasn't the fact that I had the settings wrong, it was the fact that I linked away to a different age. Yes, he, him. Okay, thank you. I know there's like a stream plugin that lets y'all choose actually pronouns to put in front of your names. I think I should look into that. Honestly, that might be good to have. Anyway, but yes. So the issue was not actually that settings wrong. The issue was that I linked away to a different age, and that screwed up the internal process. Something also having to do with modern machines playing this game. So what I did, per Clip Turn's advice, I loaded up this game probably about 20 minutes ago now, and restarted the process of cooking with the correct settings. And I have literally just been sitting here right next to them the entire time during... Oh, I know what you mean, Clip. I'm not gonna get into dragon biology, but yes, I know what you mean. But yes, so I've literally been sitting here for 20 minutes before the stream started, letting it do its cooking. So that way now, I didn't link away. I've just been sitting in this room, and so now there should be no issues, and I should be able to go, and the pellet should do its pellet magic. You completely forgot about that bug because it's not in the online version? Well, hopefully we are going to be saved today. So let's go actually see what... I need to actually put myself in a corner. Hold on. There you go. I'm nice and tucked in the corner now. Let's actually go and see and check to make sure... Or check to see if this pellet actually will do its pellet magic, whatever that is. And we got some more diglets. Boop. And to the book. Okay. Now, what does that do? Yay, I made the water white. Huh? What? Okay. I'm confused. What was the point of me doing all that? I know this was like supposed to be like some kind of harvesting age. So I'm assuming like we were supposed to like harvest something and have it like and like add it to the water. Maybe like what? Oh no. Oh god. Oh god. I haven't even been drinking anything today. This stream's already going off the deep end. Oh my god. Anyway, okay, no, like actually, like someone give me context of what actually I just did, because I'm a tad bit confused on why I was wanting to drop Diglets into water. Did that unlock the door up here? Hold on. For some reason. This is a testing station. Okay. Nope. The door is still closed. I guess testing to make sure the pellets are correct. Well, oh, wait a second. I made food for the light, producing life in the water. So what happens if I do this now? I gave the bottle some food? Okay, I thought maybe that was the testing station to test to make sure it's correct, and then you throw one in here, but nothing happened, and now I'm sad. Okay, well, back to Relto we go. Boop the darky. Hi, Nick. What the? Hello? Hi. So, I don't know what the hell just happened. My ATEM, which is what I stream out of, my ATEM just decided, no, I'm not gonna work. I literally just had to completely hard reboot my ATEM for it to even start wanting to stream out again. Yeah, that wasn't internet. That was like just the hardware I used. That was it just being dumb, apparently, because it just stopped streaming just randomly. And it would not. I tried to get it to start streaming both manually and via my Stream Deck again, and it just would not. It did not want to stream, so I had to completely like hard reboot it. So let's hope that doesn't happen anymore. I don't know what caused that. That was weird. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna blame the hardware for that one. Like everything else was fine. Like even my two recorders were still recording fine, and the funny thing is they are the same, essentially the same piece of hardware as my ATEM too. So I don't know. That was weird. There's a reason why IT you ask. That's what I did. That's the first thing I did was just turn it off and back on, and it started working again. So, technology is just like that. Sometimes it's just like, nah, I'm not gonna work this time, and then you like let it take a little like 5-second nap when you turn it off and back on. You're like, okay, fine. I'm happy now. Now I work. You did see me drop the pellet in the bottle cave? Okay, yeah. I dropped the pellet in the bottle cave and then nothing happened. That was basically it. Do I need to drop all the pellets into the bottle cave? Oh, okay. I'm not doing that. Wow. Save the 3 pellets for now. Until I know what to do. Okay, I'm saving the pellets. Okay. I think we are actually done here on Ahnonay then. Because I think we have completed our objective. So now comes the fun part of what do I do on Onomatopoeia to what is the name of that age? I know it's Ahnonay. Crap. Ahnonay. That's right. Ahnonay. Okay. Now comes the question of what do I do here to make things work? Because we have the impressive Ahnonay Cathedral with plenty of stained glass windows that are similar to the stained glass windows from the Kadish Gallery. Notable is made by the same person, so it could just be a stylistic choice of Kadish himself, who designed and created these places. But what's notable is, hi Riven, how you doing? Good to see you. Did I find a way to? I did find a way to make the pellets work, and it broke my PC. No, I did find a way to make them work. We got the water turning white to signify, as explained to me, we are feeding the water, creating life in the water. So, and then some of my hardware proceeded to have a heart attack because I was able to be successful in the completion of Ahnonay. Anyway, but yes, we are now trying to figure out the mysteries of Ahnonay and what makes Ahnonay tick. See what I did there? Because there's a clock, and I think that clock has something to do with what makes it tick. You checked regarding the weirdness of the notches you mentioned, and it seems like it's not present in the Steam version. It was in the original DVD release, but apparently it was fixed at some point since then. Yeah. Clip ended up doing some homework for me and found out that what caused the issues was me linking away from Ahnonay, and that caused some internal issues with modern hardware, etc., etc. So all I had to do was, before the stream today, I logged in like 20 minutes before the stream started, did a whole fresh cooking session for the pellets, and about 20 minutes in, when the stream started, they were ready to go, and I just dropped one in and it worked fine. I didn't change any settings or anything. So that's all it was, is that if you're playing the Steam version, you can't link away from Ahnonay while the pellets are cooking, otherwise it screws it up. Now we come to the problem number 2 from yesterday's conclusion, which is, what the hell do I even do here? Basically, loading a different area and reloading the cooking area causes some miscalculations. Well, fortunately, we have hopefully bypassed those miscalculations now. Hopefully, I don't need to do any more cooking. Because we still have 3 of the pellets. Okay. So, on a fresh brain inspection of this island makes me think I guarantee you there's going to be more obscure issues. This game itself was just a giant obscure issue. How goes I almost said Ahnonay again. How goes Ahnonay? Any inspirations? Yes, actually. So the one mechanic we have already established with Ahnonay is swimming. And yesterday, on my slightly alcohol-impaired brain, as well as just a tired brain from doing all the puzzling, I wasn't really thinking, and I was thinking it had to do with like the stained glass windows and a clock and stuff like that, but really nothing was interactable with that. So when I literally just now, as I linked here, I was thinking, what is the what mechanics have we already established in Ahnonay? And that is the mechanic of swimming. So I'm looking at the water, and what I'm noticing is that there's, like, we can tell water's flowing this way. And we already know, like, we can tell which way we're going to be swimming because of the orientation of the water. We can tell that the water's going around like this in a circle here. So is there somewhere else I can swim to or be taken to by the current? That is the question I am currently trying to ask myself. It definitely seems like right here, there is like a split, and you can see water going both directions. We know the current on this side will take us basically around to the entrance to the little, I don't want to call it a pond, but like the landlocked water here. We look out over here, we can see the current is definitely like going this way. Like, we have like these other physical structures. So we can tell, like, I can tell like the background over here is 2D, so we're not going to be getting to like those islands. But there could be something like hidden on like the backside of that or the backside of those. And I'm wondering if maybe we can actually like swim out there to those and check them out, like we did with what I thought was going to be a house over here. You want to dive into that water? We're about to dive into that water. I'm just kind of getting a lay of the land here, trying to get a feeling. Because, like, yeah, we can definitely see that the current comes this way and then comes back around to this. You can tell by the top of the white of the water coming this way. So there's no way we're going to be going out that way. So the only other thing I can think of is we're going to go, like, behind these pillars. So let's get wet and try it out. Okay. And then let's jump into the water here. I did not jump far enough. I can't swim that way. Well, it might be faster just to blink to Ralto and come back than to swim all the way around. I think if I do this one... Yeah. That was definitely faster. Okay. So, maybe... I'm going to test something. We're going to test how... strong the current is over here. I imagine it's going to be of similar strength, but it's worth testing at least. Good thing the relative book is waterproof. Indeed. Can't imagine what would happen if it wasn't waterproof. Get stuck on this island. Yeah, it seems like they're... Yeah, definitely still a super strong current. No way for us to get behind these rock formations just by jumping off normally. So, is there a way I can do something similar? Maybe it was with those two rocks where I did it, how I jumped on them to go to the building over here. Maybe I might just need to actually jump instead of just fall off, though. Oh, yeah. I love swimming, dude. I actually, like, really do enjoy swimming in real life. Like, going to, like, the pool. It's so cool because my apartment actually has a pool as well. And it's just... I love swimming. It's one of this Durg's favorite relaxed pastimes / exercise, actually. Okay. Don't think we're going to be able to... Because, like, I'm looking at... Don't look at the bottom water. Look at the top water. This is this okay. There's like you can see like the white of the water coming towards us, which means like as far as I can see until about like right here, the current's still going to be pulling us back towards the house. So I don't think we're going to be able to go out far enough because the current's going to be. Let's try it. Nope. You can literally see at the seam right there where the current changes direction. Yeah, with how far away that seam, that current seam is from where those rocks are, that makes me think that swimming is not the next, is not what I need to be thinking of. Yeah, I know. I can't get up. I can get up here. Hold on. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to get up here, but I did. How far out can I jump? Now is the question. Whee! I don't think that's far out enough. There's no way. Nope. Okay. Okay, well there goes my fresh idea of using the water mechanics to be able to get somewhere else. So back to square one. Let's start digging around again, trying to see what stands out to us, see if we're missing anything. Okay. I have another idea. I don't know how these would connect, but it's worth trying out. My idea is let's go back to the Watcher's Pub and try to see if manipulating this ball has anything to do with where we link. It does look much better in third person. Because as we know, this ball can like lock in here at the top and won't roll back down until we pull that lever. I said I don't really know. Strong Dirg, I don't really know how this would connect to it, other than this is built by the same person who built the Ahnonay Cathedral. That's the only connection I have here for these two. At this point, I'm just kind of playing around with things that I know I can play around with, trying to see if things change and how they change. So this is Ahnonay. Yes. Okay, let's go see if anything's changed in the cathedral now that the ball is locked at the top instead of rolled all the way down to the bottom. I don't notice anything different. That note's still there. By link, is there anything different? Nope. Same place. Okay. I am at an absolute complete loss as to what I'm supposed to do to start this age. There has to be some kind of mechanic that I'm missing. Would I like a nudge? Perhaps a nudge would be appreciated in the right direction. You get saucier and saucier by the day, Clip. Oh my gosh. Maybe it's a good thing you're making a dragon soda. It's at least very appropriate. Okay. The first puzzle of this age was a lot easier to figure out with other players. Okay. Two sets of eyes always see more than one set, indeed. And apparently my eyes are completely blind right now. You will get to that one in time. First, you must figure out what all this is. Oh, I thought that was the nudge, Parker. I thought you were giving me a cryptic nudge. I was like trying to think what that cryptic sentence meant. Like a nudge. Not a nudge? Wait, is nudge the hint? Hold on, what? Hold on. I nudged it. Is that what I was supposed to do? Wait. Did it just respawn over there? It didn't respawn? Wait, is this actually what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to nudge all the crabs off for some reason? Nudgeception. Okay, there goes another one. This is not how I expected this to go. Why are you going that way? Don't go that way. Go toward the water. Yeah, go toward the water. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Go toward the water. One thing I am noticing is that they are just like completely falling through the world whenever I nudge them in there. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be signifying to me that there's stuff underneath the water. Wait, is there stuff underneath? There's no dive mechanic though. So how do I get underneath the water? There isn't much else to interact with. That's very true. Where did you did you just jump down that way? Ow. Don't jump at me. I go through all this trouble of nudging all these crabs into the water and nothing happens. I love the quabs. Wait, is that actually how you spell it? Q-U-A-B? Is that actually like what their canon name is? Quabs? That's what the fan base calls them, at least. Come on. Come on. Don't be shy. You have so many friends waiting for you at the bottom of the skybox. There you go. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Quabs? What I need right now is I need to like have some like jolly upbeat music going as I'm just like nudging all these crabs into their demise by forcing them to fall into oblivion. Just, you know, as I'm committing. Oh, you didn't fall all the way, did you? Come on, come on, come on, fall, fall, fall. Bye. As I am committing quabicide. Okay, we got 2 more, I think. If nothing happens after all of these quabs have gone down and I am left alone with no companionship on this very lonely, seemingly depressing island, I am going to be so upset. There's one more. I see you back here. Hi. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all the quabs. Well, now I feel sad. That crab is defying gravity. No concern needed. All is intended. Is there any quabs back here? Oh, hi. There is a little one back here. Hi. Hi. You want to go this way? Okay, let's go this way. Let's go this way. No, not up the mountain. You want to go through. There we go. That's a good boy. I don't think there's any more. Have I completed the quabicide? Wait, are there some on like this island over here? No, I don't see any. What happens if I get in the water now? There's something here that looks broken that really isn't. That looks broken that really isn't. Can't interact with this at all. Okay. Okay, one thing I noticed that looked kind of broken was over here. If, like, I turn my head at a certain angle, you can kind of see what looks like almost like simulation squares. Like right here. As you can see, like, boxes of what I thought were skybox. Is that what you're hinting at? Are we in a simulation? Is this age just a giant simulation? It isn't that far away. Oh. Something that looks broken, but can only be seen from a couple of angles. Is it on the small little island? House thing over here? Hold on. It's not outside the island. What do you mean, special eyes? Okay. Something that looks broken that isn't. Are you talking about the, nor is it on the island? Are you talking about the seam in the water? Because it seemed like obviously you would think a seam in the water would be like some kind of like almost broken gameplay. No. Or broken visual. What about the central pillar? Okay. Look at it from the front. Oh. There's a blue square right there. That blue square wasn't there. Was it not? I don't remember seeing that blue square there. Now go to the other side and look. What the heck? The square's on this side now. Yeah, okay. So... I can't look at it. Hold on. That's why you're saying this puzzle, or this is easier to see whenever there's more than one person. Because if you're looking at it, you can literally see that blue dot moving as someone runs around the island. Okay. Now there's only one. It was also following the crabs. Oh. Oh. Wait, hold on. Will they come back? I hope they come back if I link away and link back to it. Oh no, they don't. They do after a very long time online? Okay. Okay. Might help to ask myself why. Okay, I mean... Off the bat, my immediate assumption is, hold on. I can literally see it moving as I'm walking. Yep, okay. You remember what was said about this age? I do not. It might be good to go refresh my memory. Reading the book. Where does he mention Ahnonay in here? Here we go. Here's Arcana. The tree, he brought the Arcana book here. I brought the Ahnonay book here and claimed that it allowed him to travel through time back to the Dunny homeworld as it was, as it is, as it would be. Kadish claimed he wrote the book. Okay. I already had a theory yesterday that went into the right direction. Okay. So, what if... Does that have to do with, like, where I link out? So, like, if I were to, like, go, if I just... right here. I can't see. I'm not... There's no blue dot on the clock. So if I link out right here, what happens when there's no blue dot on the clock? Nothing changes. Okay. Why would the device be made to expect people swimming in the water? So if I come like right here and link out, what changes? Rhetorical, obviously. I'm I did something yesterday a few times that seemingly didn't do anything. That seemingly didn't do anything?